Great day, great day, great day. Come on in, come on in. Come on in. Hey, let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Who's here and where you are tuning in from. Hey, Miss Carolyn, how are you, gorgeous? So good to see you. Who else is here? Who else is here? Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Y'all, it's this two energy. Uh. It's this two energy today that's got me. Whoo! This is a very powerful energy when you will use it. So check this out. Check this out. Check this out. This morning, we were talking about the fast because we started the fast today. Forward Focus 21, a 21-day fast. Hey, DeAndre. And baby, is it Sade? I think it's Sade. I think it is. I remember when we met, okay? But I can't remember how to say your name. Girl, don't judge me. Okay. Listen, and that's a story in itself because we met at IHOP on New Year's Day. Check this out. On New Year's Day, I decided to go to IHOP early in the morning, and she was there, and I got a chance to meet her, and I gave her a word, said what the Lord said to say to her, and that's how we kicked off our new year. Like, we basically kind of kicked off our new year together, okay? First thing, New Year's morning, right? At IHOP, y'all know I like to eat, okay? So that was an amazing experience. Yes, man. Come on, the international hosts of pancakes, baby. Yes. So this is what I need you guys to get, right? Everything that God is doing right now is designed to move you forward. There are divine connections that God is making in order for him to move his agenda forward in the earth realm. Well, why does he need to do that? Because we are his hands, his feet, and his mouthpiece, right? So we're waiting for God to do something when God has already given us the ability to do it. Like, everything we need is there. Yes, Mardan. Yes. So these connections, and some connections are going to be revisited. Some connections are going to be revisited. So it's going to be a thing of where old connections things are going to come full circle for some relationships. In fact, I see some relationships that are old relationships. Maybe you've been out of touch for a while, but they're going to come back around full circle, and it's going to be as though you never missed a beat. So I want you all to understand that. So if you see some people come back into your life that you were really close to, don't be surprised to it. Don't be surprised about it. God is literally bringing things back around full circle and closing some things out. I love it. I love God. Like, I love what he does. You guys, I want you to make sure you share the broadcast. While I'm telling y'all to share, let me go ahead and share. Let me share. Because, baby, God got some stuff to say. God is just doing some incredible things, and I don't want us to miss it at all, right? I don't want us to miss it at all. So let me share this post. Okay. All right. So I shared. Okay. So this 2-2-22. What is the power of twos? Twos always represent unity, harmony, balance, peace, right? Unity, harmony, balance, peace. And that is a powerful thing in and of itself. So when you are, hold on, looking at what does that mean? What does that mean, right? So 2-2-22, right? Those 4 twos, let's talk about it. So what is the meaning of 2-2-22 angel number, or 222 or 22.22? Repeating angel numbers. Angel number 2222. It's a message from your angels to keep the faith. I don't care what you're going through. Today is a day that is designed to remind you to keep the faith. Keep the faith. Don't waver. Know that it's working for your good. This is a time for you to keep the faith. In fact, listen, let me tell you something. Hold on. Listen, I'm making some connections right now. Wow, I just got that. Hold on, y'all. Like, wow. Hmm. Mm-mm. Y'all, this so, huh. So this morning, my sister, you'll be seeing her stuff on my page. Anytime you see motivational moments with me, that's my sister, Marquita Gant, um, or Marquita SG. Okay. She said, never estimate all the wonderful things that God can do through you when you truly obey Him in faith. Whatever He has called you to do, you can certainly accomplish in His strength. And when you do it all unto the glory and honor of God, right? This is about faith. Listen, you've got to keep the faith. Don't faint. Don't waver. Hey, Corey, good to see you, beautiful. Don't faint, don't waver. I'm going to read two things to you because I want you to understand. For those of you who are super religious and you say, well, I don't believe in angel numbers. Listen, God has always communicated using angels and He's always communicated using numbers. So none of this is not new age. This is old age. This is God age. Okay. So it says 222, angel number, to trust that everything will work out. The 2222 repeating number aims to give you faith, especially when you're going through something that's particularly tough and challenging. Wow. 2222 twin flame says that it's hard to hold on to your faith when the odds are against you. But listen, that's when you need to hold on to your faith the most. God is literally doing supernatural things. In fact, you need to understand that right now, today, the universe is working for you. And when I say the universe, I'm talking about the universe that God created, right? I'm not talking about a universe without God. No, I'm talking about the universe that God created. Everything that He created is literally working for you. Heaven is holding conversation about you. Do you understand that? In heaven, they are having conversations about you. Angels have been assigned to you to move forward, to move things, to shift things, to maneuver things. It's going to be all right. Get ready for more fun, improved finances, healing, lots of love, and miracles. Baby, this is the time. Like, if you've ever wanted to just like really step out in faith, if you've ever wanted to just like really move forward, this is the time to do it. Do it today. Start today. So in the fast, I'm fasting meat. That's what I'm not eating. I'm not eating meat for the next 21 days. I'm not even Catholic, but I just had to do that right there because it's going to take God, okay? But I'm not eating meat for the next 21 days. And part of the reason that I'm not eating meat is, or that's what I'm giving up, is I love meat. Anybody that knows me knows I like meat. I like to eat and I like meat. Now I can fast some other things, and listen, I am fasting delay. So I'm really focusing on doing things now. So I'll give you a prime example. Corey and I were talking about something that I needed for him, something I needed to do, right? And she's like, Doc, I'm gonna help you, da 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 da. And in my mind, I was gonna say, well, let's schedule a Zoom for later on today. I said, nope. It's okay. Can you hop on Zoom right now? Because what's happening for me is I'm fighting. I'm not fighting. I'm overcoming my tendency to procrastinate. That means doing things now, doing things like going ahead, getting it done, right? Instead of waiting to do it, just going ahead and doing it, right? So, but when we were talking, she said, oh, you fasting meat? She said, that's what you always fast, because I know that's hard for you because you're a carnivore. And I truly am a carnivore. And we can make distinctions in what meat is. I'm not eating none of it. Beef, pork, seafood, chicken. I'm not eating any of it. I'm just not eating meat, period, for the next 21 days. It's my commitment. And I'm going to tell you, listen, y'all, and I need you to understand, if what you give up doesn't cost you anything, then you're not doing nothing. If what you give up doesn't cost you anything, you are not doing anything. So when you're fasting, you want to fast something that like is a sacrifice for you. If it's not a sacrifice, then it's not, you ain't fasting. You're making a sacrifice. So, Daddy, I'm talking to the people, Daddy. So while we're talking about these twos, I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm calling my daddy over here. Besides the fact I just love having him up under me. Besides that fact, right? I do, Daddy. I love having you up under me. So I called Daddy over here because Daddy's a part of my two journey. Two, right? So my kids said, they were asking me the other day, what was before I left? My son said, I said, well, you can go ahead and hook to the ox, And he was like, oh, you're not talking to granddaddy this morning. And I said, I already talked to her. He said, oh, I said, why you ask me that? He said, because that's your best friend. He's my best friend.
And it goes without saying.
Oh, Daddy. And he literally has become my best friend. And let me tell you the power of that. I told you guys this year, right, that God was going to be sending divine connections. And there would be people who come into your life that when you connect with them, like it's going to be like an explosion, right? So Daddy is one of those people for me. Now, he's not the only person, but he's the main person. And I'm going to tell you why. That lineage, the blood, the DNA, right? So there is power in that allows me to do some things that propels me. He truly is the wind beneath my wings. I'm able to move forward, and vice versa. We're able to do that for each other, right? That's that power of the two. So when it talks about twin flames, that's what that twin flames are. People who, when they come together, there's a powerful force, and it's a healing force, right? So this is what's going on. You've got to understand when people are sent into your life to propel you. And those relationships, you got to maintain, you got to cherish them, you got to protect them, right? So Daddy is one of those relationships for me. Though I have other relationships, my siblings, it's the same thing, right? With each of my siblings, I have a different relationship, but each relationship is significant. And there's a reason that God brought us together at this particular point. There is a birthing spirit that I carry. Now, listen, if I can help everybody else birth stuff, why wouldn't I help my siblings birth stuff? Come on, y'all.
Right. Go to that saying.
That's my job, Daddy, right? As a big sister.
Go to that saying. If we're fell in a position and appointment given by God, the date, the time, and even the dispensary. So therefore, God is doing some stuff here, and what makes it bad, it's not just that I'm happy, because I'm not just happy. I'm excited, because I felt that this appointed time, when my life was really on a down spiral, and it wasn't on a down spiral visibly, but it was on a down spiral in my mind.
Wow.
That things were not doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
And in the opportunity that God gave me to feel the best that I felt in over 50 years or more, because the things I feel now, I never felt for myself. I never took time to know me or let anyone else know me, because I didn't know me.
Right.
And then you came into my life like a burst of fresh air.
With fresh breath, too.
Well, we don't have to go there, but I do know what you're talking about. I do, baby. It's a time that I was able to release my mind from captivity.
Yeah.
Because my mind wasn't my own. It was what other people wanted to see or what had to be projected for them to leave me alone.
Yeah.
So I've always given people what they wanted, a smile. And if I couldn't dance, I'd do a tap dance. But just to let Keep people away from the inner me.
Oh, Daddy, that's good.
Inner me. That part that has to be sheltered and protected at all
Yeah.
costs. You know, um, hurt and pain is real.
It's very real.
That's real.
And you guys, listen, and this is why this is so significant. And I want you to hear what Daddy is saying, because let me tell you something. You don't know what's going on inside of people. Look at the former Miss USA who just committed suicide. Look at Regina King's son who just committed suicide. It was somebody else famous that just committed suicide. Baby, y'all better stop playing with people, right? You don't know what's going on inside of people. And we don't listen. I still was encouraging everybody, but in the month of all right, Daddy. In the month of January and in December, like it was rough for me, especially January, the beginning of January. Y'all know, I told you guys, like I literally felt like I was getting ready to snap and I didn't want to live. But no one would have known that just from looking at me. They wouldn't have known. But see, people, we look at people and we don't know what's going on inside of them. We don't know what they're dealing with. And this is my prayer that in 22, that we will pay closer attention to what people are not saying, that we would allow our spirit of discernment to have the heart of God for people. Because when you have the heart of God for people, then we won't do stuff that can damage people. We will be considerate. I was talking to the kids not so long ago, like right before I left, and I was telling them, I said, y'all some inconsiderate people. And I cussed. I said, why would you be that inconsiderate? Why would you not consider someone else's feelings? Because you pissed off? Because you mad? One of my children, this is one of my surrogate children, but she said something and she did something that I was pissed about. Like she got a cussing out. Don't tell Daddy I cussed her out, but I cussed her out. Daddy, will you look in the room and grab my charger for me, please?
Where is it?
It's in the wall. It's the big one. I cussed her behind out. See, you don't do that. You don't do that to people. You don't know what people are going through. You can think what you want to think and you can feel how you want to feel, but you don't spew venom on someone and then think it's okay. That ain't okay. So I had to let her have it. I was like, no, you don't do that. What are you thinking about? I had to get on my son because he made a decision that was not a decision that I would support and condone, right? Because you got to think about people. Listen, I'm a firm believer. Thank you, Daddy. I'm a firm believer that if you think about other people and you're considerate,
I get it.
You got it, Daddy?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're considerate of other people, then maybe other people will be more considerate of you. But if you're not considerate of other people, why would you think that other people are going to be considerate of you? It doesn't work that way. So I had to tell her what you did was unacceptable. And she was like, well, I was mad and I was da-da-da-da. No, you don't do that. And you definitely don't tell me what to do in my house. Girl, who is you talking to? Girl, gotta ask somebody before you try me. Okay, anyway, I'm back. But seriously, you guys, I remember being in that place, like literally earlier in the month of January. And I remember fighting a quiet battle by myself in my room, in my bed, in the middle of the night, with nobody there, right? And so I'm fighting because I want to quit and I just want to give up because it seemed like it was always something on every hand. You cannot afford for your words and your actions to be the thing that takes somebody over the edge. Now, if you're comfortable with that, do you're going to answer to God. But y'all, come on. We have to really think about other people. So I can be mad at you, but it doesn't mean that I have to spew venom at you. I can be mad at you, but it doesn't mean that I have to destroy you because y'all know our words can destroy, right? And I have to remind myself when I find myself in that place where I want to let somebody have it. I'm talking about have it, and really go deeply in that. I got to think about them because they've got to make it on the other side of that. And I don't know where they are in their mind. You heard Daddy talk about his mind, right? Last night I was teaching, and all of this ties in, y'all. I want y'all to hear me. But last night I was teaching, and I was talking about PTSD, and I was talking about anxiety disorder, and I was talking about where it's a disorder where like you lose your mind for a minute, like you can forget stuff and you can't pull it back, like your name, like stuff you should know, but you lose it and you can't get it. And so I know that that was a reminder for me to pay attention, right? Um, and I just want y'all to know, I would say this if he were sitting right here, okay? So I don't want y'all to think I'm talking about my daddy behind his back. I'm not. Because daddy suffers from PTSD, and because I've dealt with so many veterans who deal with PTSD, I know how serious it is, and I know how fragile their mind can be, and how a small thing can take them off the ledge. But I also know how anxiety disorder and all of these other things that come into play can affect you. And I didn't realize, I didn't realize, y'all, I promise you, I didn't realize that I really deal with anxiety. I promise I'd never seen myself as someone who deals with anxiety, but I do. And I will have times where, like, the thought of doing something, like, puts a knot in my stomach. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So here I am. I'm dealing with something that I don't even realize that I'm dealing with. I got some OCD. Like, I have some stuff, right? And so I guess I can relate to daddy. And I know I've had times where my mind flipped, like literally flipped. I flipped, and I promise you, someone could have died, right? So I try to be very conscious of how I treat everybody, because I don't want to be the one whose words or actions triggered something that I had no idea was brewing. And I could have just been nice or just been quiet, you know? Um, and I think that we underestimate how many people are fighting silent battles. This is why I can't wait to finish Daddy's book, The Silent Cry, you know, an Oscar-worthy performance in my own private nightmare, because his life, he's been in a nightmare, afraid that he was going to literally lose his mind, because he has. You understand? And there's something about that. When you lose your mind, it's hard to come back. And this man has come back multiple times. And I know a lot of veterans who did not make it back to their mind, didn't make it back. And many times it ends up in suicide, or it ends up in them killing someone. Trish, I already know, girl. I see the movie, right? Just the things that he's experienced. And the challenge becomes, people look at your experiences as an excuse, when it's not that they're an excuse. Oh, we got a package. When it's not an excuse, it is a reality. It is just the reality of your existence, that you literally are working to stay in a place, right? So that book is going to shed a lot of light on PTSD, anxiety disorder, OCD. You know, they normally come together. Um, okay. And that's me, Corey. That's me. So you guys, I didn't understand why there were things that I didn't do, but there were things that if I did it the way I wanted it done, I would be down for at least 2 to 3 days after I did it. And so what Corey said, being OCD, but because of your health, you can't do that. Like, that is traumatic. Like, that's enough to almost make you lose your mind. Because even when you try to tell other people what you want done, like it drives you crazy that they're not doing it right. Like, there's a way that needs to be done. But because you can't do it, you got to kind of learn to back up so that you don't stress yourself out, because otherwise you stress yourself out. So these are very real things. They are realities, and it is necessary that we deal with them. Huh?
That was the wrong thing.
It was the wrong piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta see that.
Okay. Is that cadences?
Yeah.
Okay. Leave it here on the table, Daddy.
I'm sorry.
That's her.
Sorry, baby.
It's okay. But you all, that's why I'm telling you, this is the time to move in faith. This is the time to trust God. This is the time to get balance in your life. Balance is crucial, right? Because without balance, we tend to go to extremes. And anytime you start going to extremes, you're going to create problems, even if the problems are your health, right? So let's understand that these tools are working for us. Today, the energy that God has released into the atmosphere is moving on our behalf, right? Our name is being spoken in heaven. Angels are talking about us. They're waiting for us to dispatch them, to accomplish, to do, to go forward, right? They're waiting to give us the extra boost, the extra wind that we need to do what we need to do. And it's up to us. It is incumbent upon us to take full advantage of this time and the timing. We got to take full advantage of the time and the timing so that we can do what it is that God has called us to do. Now, I'm not going to be on here long. I'm getting ready to get off, but I wanted to tell you guys the power of the tools that's operating right now. Take advantage of it. It is an amazing time to have extra energy and power behind you for forgiveness, doing those things that are extremely difficult for you to do. God is sending you fresh wind to do that. With this being day one of the fast, understand that today, maybe you're gonna have some trials, you're gonna have some tribulations, and stuff gonna try you. Don't fall prey to the tricks of the enemy designed to try to get you off track, to get you in your feelings, to get you distracted. Don't fall prey to it. Today, really focus on God and doing what God has for you to do and staying focused on his mission for your life. This is a day of purging. And in this day of purging, you've got to understand that as you purge, that there are some things that, gotta go. They just have to go. And as they go, know that God is replacing with better, with more, with things that are even better for you. Hold on. I want to make sure that I read the affirmation for today, because I don't want you guys to miss this. If you haven't signed up already to be a part of the fast, you definitely can do that. Drop 2222 in the comments. We'll add you to the group. If you're not friends, then I'll send you a message and you're going to have to check your extra stuff. Or I'll put the link in for you to be able to do it. But today's affirmation is this: I can, I will, I must let go of everything in me. Where? In your neighbor. No. In me that is not like God. So I can be who God wants me to be and have all that God wants me to have. I need y'all to get a spirit of desperation for the things that God has for you. I want you to want it so badly that there's nothing, not even anything in you, not anything anyone's ever done to you, nothing that will stop you from getting rid of and purging what you need to purge in order for you to be able to move forward. So what are you going to do? It's the $1 million question. What are you going to do? I didn't ask what anybody else was going to do. I didn't ask how anyone else was going to show up. I'm asking you, what are you going to do, and how badly do you want what God has for you? And if you want it badly enough, you'll face the stuff in you that you don't want to face, and you'll deal with the stuff that you need to deal with, and you'll let go of whatever you need to let go of. For me, I'm just going to be real with you. That procrastination thing is real. That's real. Letting go of some disappointments, that's real. That's real. All of that It's a part of this journey. And when you understand the journey, then you'll get why it's so important for you to do this now. I don't care how much has transpired. It is never too late to have everything that you desire. So this morning I sent my siblings a text. Ain't nobody responded, so I don't know if they got it or not, right? But I sent them a text because there's some things that I desire for each of us and for us as a collective. And my thing is, y'all, we can have everything that we desire, everything that God has created for us. But how badly do we want it? Do we want it badly enough to move on the other side of us? And when I say that, I mean me, right? Me moving on the other side of me. Because y'all, I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard for me having siblings that I missed 50, 49, 48, 30 something years of their lives. That's hard for me. So there's some things I can't say that I would want to say, but I can't say because I haven't quite earned the right. You understand what I'm saying? And I never want to be so busy trying to say something that I don't show something, that I don't show my love, that I don't show that, like, I'm not here today, gone tomorrow. Like, this is life for me. Like, I'm here to do life with my siblings. I'm here to do life with my parents here. I'm here to do life with my nieces and nephews and great nieces and nephews. And, I'm just showing up. Like, who is this lady just showing up talking about she going to pull up on us? So I know what God has promised me for our family. And I know he's promised me that he would restore the years that we've missed together for all of us, that he would restore relationships, that he would give us the family that he has created us to be, and it may not be the family that we think it should be, but I promise you what he has for us is even better than what we can even imagine. And that's what God promised me. And the crazy thing is this, guess what? It's going to trickle over into every area of my life. This is not just about my new family. This is about my current siblings, the siblings that I did grow up with that I fell short with. You understand? That I wasn't around because I was the older sibling and I was already gone, or I was busy doing my life and busy taking care of my crew and not really, engaged, or not able to go to everything because I didn't have the money, or I had to teach, or I had to whatever, my kids, and the times when I wasn't able to be there because I'm trying to make sure that I provide. I'm a workaholic because I don't want to deal with my life. Like, so I work, to provide a life I didn't have. So God's made me promises. And I'm not going to miss any of the promises that God has made me. And so I just want to encourage you, take full advantage of this day and this energy. Do what you need to do so that God can be glorified in everything that you do. I think my sister said it best. She said, do it as unto the Lord, that he would get the glory and the honor. This fast is not about me. There's no way that this is about me. This is about God giving us an opportunity to get it together and get some stuff right. It's not about me showing up or me being lifted up. It's about God being lifted up and me simply being a vessel. The greatest compliment that I think I've had in a while is that I think when my brother told me it's easy to love you, because I haven't always felt like it was easy to love me. Sometimes people made it feel like it was hard to love me, like I was hard to love. And so for him to say that to me, it meant a lot. And he didn't know, because he doesn't know what I've gone through, right? He doesn't know the challenges I face. So, I come on the scene and I look like I'm just misloved, but I'm misloved because of what I've gone through. I miss love because it's what I want. It's what I desire. I desire love, so I give it, and I give it the way I desire it. And even this is the beauty though, even if people can't give it to me the way I desire it, it won't change how I love. It can't. Because sometimes it takes that level of love, that level of giving, in order to allow people to feel like, okay, well, maybe I can trust this. Maybe I am lovable. So God knew what I needed. He knew what I needed. He knew I needed daddy. He knew I needed daddy to love me the way he loves me. He knew that if I didn't get it, there was a high chance that I was going to end up in another marriage that didn't work, right? Because I chose to settle. Like God knew that, because he knows that I love being married, because I really do just want to be in a relationship with someone for the rest of my life, where we can build something together, where we can do life together, where we can, support the kids and travel and build business and build a legacy. Like, I want that. I desire that. I crave that. So he said, listen, so you don't mess up, let me take you to your daddy, so that he can give you the physical manifestation of the love that I give you. Yes, for such a time as this. So when you see me and you hear me say daddy, I know somebody said it's the way you said daddy for me. If you heard a little girl, that's who was talking. That wasn't Dr. V. That was Veronica. And what God has been doing is he's been taking me back to Veronica so he can heal Veronica. See, Dr. V can be strong and all of that, but what about Veronica? Veronica needs to heal totally. And so that's what's happening for me. God is using our relationship to heal me, to mend those places that felt cheated out of protection, cheated out of relationship, cheated out of those words, I love you. Anyone who knows me knows that one of my favorite things to say to anyone is, I love you. I say it all the time. I probably get on people's nerves saying it, but I say it all the time. My siblings have heard it so much since I've come into their life. I know they're like, this girl tell me I love you one more time. Like, I'm going to be like, eh. They're going to have to just be like, eh, because I'm going to keep saying it. Because I want them to know. But I'm not going to just say it. I'm going to show it. So this is a time for us to really show people how important they are to us. And truthfully, and I'm just going to be transparent with you guys because I don't know any other way to be. So I'm going to be transparent and I may cry. It's been hard talking to my mother about all this. Because I feel like whether knowingly or unknowingly, she cheated me out of some stuff that I can never go back and get. So when I look at pictures of my siblings together, just knowing that I didn't get a chance to be in the picture, and y'all know I like pictures, I feel away. When I think about my brother that I'll never get to see or know, Eric, I feel away. And when I think about how all of the things I missed, from weddings and birthdays and Christmases and daddy, even when he was in his most imperfect stage, I feel away. And while some could look at it and say it was a blessing, I'm sad because I didn't get a chance to be there for him during those times. And I feel away. So while I'm excited about the reunion and I'm excited about everything that's happening, I have to work not to resent my mama because I feel away. And even just in the journey, like just not being able to get answers, I feel a way about that. And so I have to constantly let that go so that I can love on her because she had her own stuff. And I gotta look at her and not see who she is as a grown woman, but see the 16-year-old girl who was pregnant. And remember what it felt like when I was 17 and pregnant. Y'all, I by no means am perfect. I'm not. I'm not perfect. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm so committed to getting on the other side of everything that has stopped me from being exactly who God needs me to be in this season and from getting everything that God has promised me. I just refuse to allow anything to do that. So I don't know about you. This fast hits different for me. Like this fast, I have an urgency. I have a determination that like I can't let go of. And to be honest with you, I just I want to be able to be here for my daddy because I can't go back and make up for the lost time. But what I can do is give every moment that I can now, every moment that I can give him now. I want to give, if that moment is me not being in the room, because we're like we sometimes don't want to be bothered with nobody, right? I do that. I get it because I be wanting my time. I be in the room like, hey, I'm good, daddy. He's like, baby. I'm like, yes, daddy. You know, because I understand that it's hard. It's hard, y'all. So today, I'm taking full advantage of the power of this energy. And that's why I'm sharing this now, because I want to get it out so that I'm not harboring anything. Now it's out. Now, you know what I got to do? I got to call my mama and tell her I love her. Period. And I try to have a conversation about anything else, but just tell her I love her. Just let her know I love her. Because she can't change anything that she's done. Nothing. And neither can I. So now it's my job to just love on her so that she can make it through the fact that this thing that she thought was one thing, but was something else. She'll know that I'm okay. Yeah, I didn't plan on going there, but look, I love you guys. I love you, and I want you to take full advantage. Don't forget to tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Searching for Me with Dr. V as I share with you the story and the journey of finding my daddy after 55 years, finding my siblings. And as we go through this, you're going to get to hear from my siblings. You know, they've said that they would participate and kind of share what this has been like for them, honestly. Because I don't have time for fake. They don't have to listen. I told my brother Craig, you ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't gotta lie. But to honestly hear the challenges of this journey, like it's real, right? It's real. These are real lives and real things happen. So I'm excited about it. But tonight at 8 p.m., Searching for Me with Dr. V, my dad's going to be on. You may see some other people pop in who were a part of my journey. But you definitely will see my dad. And guess what? We got his ancestry DNA kit. We'll be doing that tonight live. So those of you who want to get an ancestry DNA kit, let me know. And you can use the link. In fact, I have it on my page. You can use that link to get a discount. Because listen, it costs $99. But you can get, it's going to be somewhere between 20 to 40% off, right? So listen, let me know and I'll get you your discount code so that you can do it. But we're going to do that tonight live so that you can see how easy it is and how it works, right? You know, it's so funny because you can't deny the DNA. The DNA is undeniable. So I want you all to know that there are people who may be looking for you, looking for your family, that your DNA, just being in the system, could help them find you. So, look, you guys, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Happy first day of the fast. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. God is doing something amazing. You guys be absolutely, incredibly, and amazingly blessed. Mwah.